So, greetings from the Asato Dojo. Thank you for joining us for this seminar. The focus today is on self-defense. So, in a lot of other seminars, we've taken, say, a kata from our school, Matsugashi-ryu, and worked through performance of the kata, and then looked at some of the meaning or the applications from that. But in this session, we're going to take an approach of coming at things from the kinds of scenarios and the kinds of attacks that you would commonly face that would come under self-defense. And I'm very grateful to be joined by my colleague Filippo.
Oh,
thank you, Sensei.
thank you.
Hello, everyone. Of Goju-ryu, and now resident in Okinawa.
Yeah.
Good to have you here. So we're going to get two perspectives today, from, say, the Shorin root side and also from the Goju root side as well, which I think will be very good. It will broaden out our view of what's possible. So thinking about, I also should mention that you also do have some experience in application of your martial arts.
I have many experience in martial arts and self-defense.
Right.
I teach the Special Force, Malta, England, so around the world, and I love research the technique for self-defense. Self-defense is sometimes difficult, so because many attack.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And your mind not always ready.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Is important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, my experience working on doors, doing security for many years, exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You can work all kinds of physical techniques, but if you're mentally not prepared for a real scenario where you're being attacked, you're under stress, then all of that is probably going to go out the window, and you're going to go into panic mode. Everything shuts down. So
it's important training in the real stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the real stress. This is
Absolutely.
very, very important.
Absolutely. And it's difficult to do that perfectly without actually being in those situations. However, what we do in traditional karate training is try and work progressively. So we try and build up progressively to a more intense and realistic level of violence. But before we go to the physical aspects, I think it's really important from a self-defense perspective to talk about the what you should do in advance of finding yourself in a dangerous situation. To be honest, if your preparation is good, you should never find yourself in a dangerous situation. That's an ideal outcome. You've never either been unlucky enough or frankly stupid enough to end up in a dangerous situation. That's really important, right? That's probably 90% of self-defense.
Yep.
Is that you avoid the danger in the first place. So let's talk about that. And I think that there are some general principles which are very important. So thinking ahead, having a general awareness of what's going on around you, having that mental preparation for a stressful, dangerous situation, and then working on the physical preparation.
Right.
So going back and thinking about thinking ahead. Well, basically, if you're thinking ahead about where you're going and what you're doing, you should be able to use your judgment to avoid going into dangerous situations. Of course, life is always, a set of choices. Do I want to travel alone? Do I want to go to this club at night? Do I want to go to this party in a place I've never been to with no one that I know?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you do, but you've always got to be able to assess the risk of doing that kind of thing, right?
You look the bad situation, okay, stay. Go in another way,
Exactly. So thinking ahead is going to keep you out of trouble. When you're learning to drive, you don't really become a good driver until you're anticipating what is happening farther down the road, ahead of where you are now in the future, right? So thinking ahead also should, I think, involve the practical aspect. These days, you can investigate where you're going. Pretty much anywhere you go in the world, you can find a map, you can find information, you can find local information.
It's very important. Yeah, it's very important.
So you don't need to go blind into almost anywhere these days, and it's really important to do that. Right? You can, for example, when you're going into a brand new place, find out, okay, where is the police station? Where are the safe locations, for example? Also language. we're both now here in living in a country with a foreign language.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but it's so worth the investment of having just enough of the language to be able to say to someone, I need help, I'm in trouble, where do I go to get the help, that kind of thing, right? So, or again, having that ready on your smartphone, on your device. And then in fact, these days, there are many applications that are designed to do that. Exactly.
Yeah, no.
So
technology help.
Thinking ahead is, we say 90%. What we're saying is it's most of keeping you safe. If you were able to see the future perfectly, you could avoid 100% any danger or trouble to you, right? So thinking ahead is really important. General awareness. So one of the things that is, I think, really, really dangerous, and you see this a lot these days, is people walking along, looking at their smartphone.
Look your phone. You look your phone.
Exactly. If you put this in combination with thinking ahead, right? So, for example, there are some pretty dangerous places in the world, and I'm going to say that, London, for example, I lived in London for years. It's not the safest city in the world. And in a lot of places in London, even those where there are lots of other people around, you don't want to be walking around without being switched on. You want to be really aware of what's happening around you all the time. So whether you're buried in a smartphone or even you've got your headphones in, you can't really hear what's. Now you can get, obviously, noise cancelling headphones, right? You can't hear a thing that's happening around you. It's bliss. Unless, you don't hear the truck that's thundering down the road towards you, or you don't hear the person's running up behind you. So again, it's a balance, right? These things are part of our lifestyle, but when you're going into what is a risky scenario, a place you don't know, then maybe you should be erring more on the side of caution and not losing your awareness. I mean, what do you think for awareness? When you work security, it's so important.
It's important
to be aware of what's going
around.
on.
If they're ready. And
when I was working security, there's a certain vibe. When you're in a location with a lot of people around you, there's a certain vibe that you can sort of pick up and feel where something's not quite right. Somebody's not relaxed. Somebody's doing something that's just out of sync with everybody else. Having that awareness,
there's a stress in your mind. It's stress.
Having that awareness,
and your focus
so that you can
change.
See it. Yes, exactly. And if you
it's
see
important in this situation, the stress. Perspire, stay quiet. Is very important. You're focusing. Is very good. Your respire, no good. Your focus is go down. See 30, 360 degrees.
Absolutely. It's sort of that people talk about different levels of sort of awareness and readiness, right? So maybe the top level is when you're actively ready to be attacked. You're perhaps in combat. And you're not going to be like that all the time. It's extremely unhealthy for you to be that way, for example. It's very, very bad for the body. But there's a level that you want to be at when you're in a big city or in a situation where, it's not completely safe. It's not your home environment. You want to be at that slightly elevated level where you are switched on to what's going on around you. Not in a way that gives out vibes that put other people on edge. It's kind of similar to, in karate, we have this phrase, karate ni sensei nashi. Right? Karate ni sensei nashi, famous phrase from Funakoshi. And famously translated as, there's no first attack in karate. But it actually, more realistic means there's no first move in karate.
You don't attack for first.
You're not the one who's going to move to attack, right? If you're the one that's giving off, this sort of heightened violent
reaction.
Vibe, you'll generate a reaction, right? And that's also what you want to be aware of with other people around you too. Again, if we're thinking about self-defense and survival, we want to take every opportunity to avoid a conflict, to get out of that situation.
It's a many situation. It's drugs, drunk, and violence. So for some many, very many situations. It's very difficult. Sorry for my bad English. No, it's my mind is Japanese, Italian, English. It's very difficult for me to speak. These are reactions, very difficult. It's very important training this situation. So, okay, is a drunk? Okay, coming. Go to the one beer together. Okay, no problem. Okay, it's quiet situation. It's not, no, fight, no, more. Is situation no control after.
And this actually connects also then to the third point, which is mental preparation. So visualization is an important part of our martial arts training. We visualize in order to be able to accelerate our learning and our ability to then perform physically what we visualize mentally, right? It's kind of, but we can also visualize to prepare ourselves for particular dangerous, stressful situations. So I really think that this is important, is that you visualize what that's going to be like. Because what you're, not just in the case of being there and passively doing nothing, but in terms of developing strategies that will help you to ameliorate that situation or get out of that situation. Just like the scenario that Filippo was just describing, somebody drunk is getting too friendly with you, they're getting too close. Okay, there are a number of different things you can do. You can work through those through visualization, and some of those tools are going to be verbal. Some of those tools will be verbal. Again, my experience dealing with a lot of drunken people in a public space. Often the verbal is much more effective than the physical. Somebody called it verbal jujitsu. Because jujitsu is very good at taking people off balance, right? You want to take someone off balance with your response. It's the kind of thing where, particularly I think this applies to men, because men tend to get into an escalation of aggression. There's this sort of, they call it the monkey dance, where there's this escalation of trying to assert dominance or trying to show that you're not going to be the one to lose. But if you can undercut that with a response which is unexpected, one of the things like, if someone's staring at you, they're saying, what is it? What do you want? Oh man, I love your shirt. Oh, that shirt's so cool. Where'd you get that shirt? That's so nice, Or, somebody's attacking, asking you, what's the problem? What's the problem? Oh, my dad died today. My dad died. I've lost my dad. Things like that really undercut and change the situation. So it's these kind of things that, you can include in your mental preparation for dealing with stressful situations.
It's important to stay quiet in every situation. Quiet, no control. So it's very important.
Absolutely.
Quiet, okay, no problem. Stay quiet. Don't touch me, please. Okay. Stay. Okay. Stay.
Your mental and physical preparation is what enables you to stay quiet and relaxed, because you know you've got some options. You've got some options you can use for de-escalation, or you've got some physical options, right? So, so that mental preparation can help you to prepare some responses, prepare your responses to different situations, and then also obviously the physical preparation as well. Today, what we're going to do is work through. We'll try and get through up to 10 common attacks and responses that we would use against those attacks. And these are actually kind of very, largely I've derived these from my personal experience, but also there have been quite a lot of studies done about the most common type of attacks that happen. We're not going to cover probably every one that you might have on your list, but we'll try and cover at least some that are useful. Okay, so the attacks that we're going to work through, I'll just very quickly list them and then we'll go through and work them one by one. Punch to the face is the first one, very common. The second one, being grabbed by the lapel or clothing and punched. Okay? The third one, being grabbed by the arm, grabbed by the wrist, grabbed by the arm and punched.
Sometimes.
Yeah. The fourth one, being grabbed by the clothing and headbutted. The fifth one, being kicked to the groin or kicked to the lower level. Number 6, finding yourself in a headlock or a choke, so being choked or being headlocked. Yeah. The 7th, when you've ended up on the ground, yeah, and somebody's coming in to kick you, generally they're going to kick to the head or the body, so how you defend yourself when you find yourself on the ground and being kicked. Number 8, on the ground and being straddled, so you're on the ground, somebody sat on top of you, trying to pin you down, trying to punch you, whatever. Number 9, knife attack, slashing attacks. Yeah. And number 10, knife attack, stabbing attacks. Okay, so we're going to try and get through those 10 tonight, yeah, let's see how we do. What we'll do is try and draw on both of our experience for each of those attacks. Okay, so at this point, just want to ask if you have any questions or anything else at this point. If you don't, give me a thumbs up and we'll continue. All right, good. Right.
Here. It's okay. Here.
Okay, so first attack, punch to the head. The thing is with attack, you don't necessarily know what it's going to be. They might be very good to you and have a big wind up and make it really obvious what's coming, right? Really obvious, yeah? In that case, you've got time to get in early, yeah? But if that happens, then here and through into the head. So, come back a little bit closer here. Yeah? One of the kind of the rules that we're going to use through this is, or certainly from the way that I approach it, is that the two hands are working together all the time. Okay, so both hands are going to be forward and working all the time. So if we're working to that punch, then the other hand's coming through to the face here. Yeah. From my perspective, if I can get through here, I'm going to then go for breaking the stance and taking them down. Okay, right. Okay. So against a big punch, pivot and roll and take down. Yeah. The earlier I get in, if I see this coming and I have time, the better, because I can look to break his stance.
Yes.
Yeah, and then continue to go through and break his stance from there. I don't want to get into going down and trying to finish him on the ground. Yeah, because I don't know who else is around.
Another person, yeah.
Yeah. Once they're on the ground, I want to look and take the opportunity to leave, get out of there. Right? I certainly want to make sure and try and guard against somebody else attacking me. So from the way I look at it, I don't want to end up on the ground, crawling, and trying to finish somebody off down there. I'd rather just take the opportunity to leave.
It's important, the control, the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one person, okay, I focus on one person.
Yeah.
2, 3 person,
yeah.
Okay. Control. Hmm?
Absolutely.
This is very, very important.
Absolutely. Filippo is a very strong man. It's
No.
a good chat. No, yes. But this is the point, right? Somebody's got muscle mass, they've got mass, and they're hitting at you. If you can catch them early, you've got more of a chance of dealing with it. His optimal punching range is about from there. From there, he's going to really develop power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once basically his elbow gets past his body, he's really developing power now. Yeah. So it's great if I can get early to stop him getting to that point, and I use this kind of structure.
Yeah.
Right. This is very much a forward structure, like we do in our Shorin-ryu karate all the time. Right. We're going forward all the time. Yeah. We're not on the back, I lean forward. So it's fantastic if I can use that, get in, and then continue to take him down from there. But it might be the case that he's fast, I didn't see it in time, and he gets through. Now, better for me to go underneath and try and get behind.
Yeah.
This is also going to work better for a smaller person too, right? So I'm late on the punch, I'm going to try and get underneath, come behind, and then again, break the balance by going through and pulling on the head, pulling on either the eyes, the nose, or the chin. In our karate, we often use these kind of structures, where we're basically going forward and we're covering this kind of movement here. We use these circular movements quite a lot.
Same in Shorin-ryu, same in Goju-ryu.
Same in Shorin-ryu, Goju-ryu, these kind of forward guarding positions, In our karate, in our formal karate, sometimes these get transformed into a Jodo-nuke type position. But when we look back at the older karate, Jatanyara, Pasai, Goju-ryu, Saifa, you see the same kind of thing, right? So in that case, this is using our softer skill. So we want to know where the arm is, but we don't want to stop it. If I stop the arm, I'm going to end up where I was before.
And close the way.
But he's too strong, and I will get crushed. So we'll try and get behind here, underneath, behind, and then from there, use leverage to bring him down, and again, get out of that situation. So if you're early, just to recap, you can go in, and stop that punch before it gets through to its optimal range. If you're late or they're very fast, try to be soft, go underneath it, and get to their back. What's your punch? What's your go-to?
Same.
Counter punching, right?
Hop. Directly. No block. So I go like Tsuki-uke. Tsuki-uke. So
Yes, the second one came out. Yeah, absolutely. The most efficient is counter attack. Nice. Go inside. Boom. It's interesting in our Yakusoku Kumite from Matsubashi Ryu. This is the first thing in our Yakusoku Kumite, the
block.
Inside block.
Block.
Absolutely. And elbow, absolutely. So,
in real defense, you don't have time. The time is very important. Timing is important.
Absolutely. What if it's a jab cross, or a jab and a hook, for example? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you might meet somebody who's got a little bit of training, and you get a jab and a cross. Well, usually with a jab, we'll be parrying down and getting around it. So with a smaller jab, parrying down, so that we can get around again and behind. I've seen some technique which is based on catching the jab and then trying to do things like this with it. This is almost impossible to do because it's very fast. And bang, right? You open to this one. So catching jabs.
Beautiful technique, but don't have time for this. It's very nice, beautiful. Wow.
Looks fantastic.
Yes. But this this is real.
You'll probably never catch a jab in the air. If somebody is jabbing, that means they've got some training, probably, which means they're even
when you want to use this technique, before punch or kick, and after you practice this technique. Absolutely. But know this, but
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Catching hands that are punching to you in the air is very, very difficult to do.
Very difficult.
And it doesn't slow down the momentum, They're going to keep coming at you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So,
but in the real life, 1, 2, stop. No more. It's a katana kinetic It's difficult. Stop it. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. 1. Okay. Second. So.
Yeah.
Number 3. No.
Yeah. Exactly. There is an option. So you'll go to for this one was the counter punch. Yeah. So against the jab, there is a counter punch option, which is this one here.
Yes.
Yeah. So slipping a jab and counter punching through. So in this case, you kind of have time to do it. You kind of have time to do it because you can move in just a little bit and slip off. It's just slipping off to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's control the elbow.
If your hand is in the right place, then you get all of that striking force as well, right? So you get just the momentum coming in is going to take the strike through their face there. And again, from there, then you come in again and use the back angle to take them down to the floor. So we want to, in all of these scenarios, try to get to a distinct advantage. Usually that means that they're on the floor and we're still on our feet. So that we have, again, as we said before, the ability to defend against the next person or to leave.
But I don't have a time. I go home for cooking. All right.
Yeah, there's much more important things to do than fighting, and cooking is definitely one of them. All right, so second attack, being grabbed, lapel grabbed. So why do people grab you? Usually because they want to get a more secure hold of you so that the punch becomes more effective. Yeah. They'll use the grab, to intimidate you, you. Yeah. But then they use it to ensure that their target isn't moving around so much, right? So it can be a push to line you up, So in this case, when you're being grabbed, again, you're pretty sure the right's coming, so we want to hold that one and keep it back, But from here, we can go now that we know where the hand is, we can go for the manipulation, and then drop down from there, So been grabbed, likely punched, hand in here, blinding, hand across, and then look for the kazushi here, So we go the other way, grab that side here. So I know I need to protect this side, so I'm going to keep my hand up here. If I can, the hand in the eyes or the elbow to the face. That gives me the chance to look to break this grip here, and then from here, bring down, and manipulate. If they just won't let go, you just keep hitting them in the face until they're unconscious or they let go. So, what would you
see? Important block this one. No, this and this. So important. This very important connection. Is a USB. USB connection. Control. Sometimes push. So push. Okay, push. Whoa. And go.
Using my momentum.
Hop. Hop. Around. And block. And control. Or easy way. I go in the first principle of life. Respire. Block. Finish. Hop. Kick. Easy way.
I like that.
Easy way. Okay? Pump. Snake. Hop. And down. Finish. Connect. Inside and down. No respire.
Absolutely.
Easy way.
You've got that nice nerve bundle just behind the sternal notch there. In and pull down.
And down. And block this one. Important. One hand control. Inside. Shock. The shock. Go down. Finish. and let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Use that shock and drop them on the floor and then get out of there, right?
Yeah. Finish.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
Easy way.
grab to the lapel. Cover.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity, if your hand is in this area, then we're going to use it, right?
Right.
Fingers in the eyes. Yeah. Fingers in the eyes, pulling across the face. Yeah. Then, with the distraction, we have the opportunity then to work against.
It's important control, because no control, you block here, but
yeah, this one's going to come back.
Yeah. Up, boom, and boom. It's dangerous. Control. Okay, I have. I don't. Two problem. These are two problem. There's only one problem.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's control one problem.
Yeah.
Here. Block.
Yes. Yeah.
Finish.
And when we
this is one stupid attack. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's one stupid attack. I have two hands.
Yeah.
And why block?
This is one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You block. Oh.
Inside. One thing that you can do also when it comes to dealing with the hand, if it's, say, a person with a big hand, strong hand, yeah, you try to work against the thumb. Yeah, so grab the thumb and pull from the thumb, yeah, rather than grabbing the whole hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just generally, actually, this is kind of useful to know when we're working with grabbing hands. Is if it's a big, strong hand in particular, rather than grabbing the whole hand, if you're going this way, you can take the thumb and go this way. If you're going the other way, take the little finger and go that way. Yeah. So little finger or thumb gives you more leverage. Essentially puts in more pain, right? Because you're attacking their smaller joints.
Yep.
Okay,
good, thank you.
Okay, so number one, we looked at punches. Yeah. Number two, we looked at the lapel grab with the punch. The next one's going to be grasping the limb. So typically, someone's going to grab you either on the upper shoulder, on the upper sleeve, or they're going to grab your wrist. Yeah? Although actually, having said that, there's a couple of times where somebody's gone to handshake. Yeah, mate, how you doing? And then bang, right, that one happens too, yeah? So you got to be careful that one.
Hi, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of a similar thing, right? But we'll go back, and what we're going to work on is someone's grabbing your upper here or grabbing your wrist.
Yes.
So again, why do people do that? Generally because they're trying to take your weapons out, control where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they have a little bit more knowledge about what they're doing, they'll go for the opposite one and try to get your backside so that they can strike across. Yeah. So again, the handshake scenario, right? Someone like this and them trying to pull through. Yeah, to get your side. So, as soon as you feel someone grabbing, yeah, you need to move and react to it. Don't wait. If you wait, then you're giving them the advantage. So as soon as they grab a limb, you need to move to counter to get away from that, right?
Yeah.
Typically, you want to try and get again to the back side. So if they grab the same side, circular movement, strip off and clear, and try and get to the back side. Yeah. Even if they grab you strongly, the circular movement is one which is harder for them to control and counter against.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no pull, no push.
Yeah.
No pull.
Yeah. Pull, push. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Just strip through and just do a circular movement. From here, you can look to escape, or again come through and attack and destabilize as you go down. Yeah. So one more time. Round, yeah. Immediately move and look to destabilize and take down. Stay on your feet. Okay? So this is gripping on the same side. Look, same side. The circular movement. I could try to go this way, but this is harder. This is harder. He can flex against that.
Yeah.
You can try and go for this one, but against a strong person, you're not going to get it. Yeah. This one here, yeah, you can strip out through the fingers. So even if I didn't have time to deploy the other hand here, I'm still using the same motion.
Yeah.
You have to try and get past and come through here. Yeah. So if he grabs and punches, then I will try to strip out and move through this way. So if we look at it from this angle, just about
Yep.
here, yeah, I'm going to try and move through this angle. Here, covering, yeah. But I strip out, go through the fingers and the thumb, yeah, and look to get behind and escape, or stick around to take him down. Yeah? So, if it's the opposite side,
Yeah.
this one here,
Cross.
yeah. So now I have more opportunity again to get behind his shoulder. The same, this movement, you know, which just corresponds to our sort of Chudan Uke type movement. As soon as I feel this, yeah, I can use this to get to his back. As soon as this happens, I want to move to get to the back. My movement was just this, but I pivot. Right? So move to get to the back. Either lock and get out, or to strike from here. Strike, and then take down again. Yeah. So as soon as you get grabbed, yeah, move to the outside. Yeah, from there, clear and get out. Okay. So. Nice.
Yeah. Control.
Yeah.
Inside.
Nice.
Same, ne?
The
Same technique. Same technique.
Yeah.
Same technique. Same way.
Yeah.
Block and go. Go. Yep. Continue. Finish.
Very effective, very quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Is this from Goju Kata? Is there?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Training, important training, the feeling. Yeah? One time, one more. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Yeah? No grab. So?
Yeah, I couldn't even get the
feeling,
grip.
feeling. Is a strong. No, okay. Kick.
Yeah.
And go.
That's a very good point, right? Using the kick to break the
for a
focus
shock.
on the grip. Yeah.
For a shock in mind.
Yeah.
I change your mind, your focus. Focus is there.
Yeah.
But now, where is the shock? Here.
Yes.
And don't control this.
Yeah. Lose the
Inside.
focus. Yeah.
This is very important. Change the focus of my enemy. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And control the situation.
What about the cross grab?
Cross. Then punch. Continue. The earth line. Finish. But expert is okay. I am no expert. So I am no expert. So boom, finish. Easy way.
Yeah.
Easy way.
Yeah.
Easy way.
Yes,
Many. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, still the same movement, right?
The same move, same movement.
Same basic movement. Yeah. So
Lock.
Yeah.
Lock. In. Down. In. Control.
Yep. Right. Yeah. So same basic movements, right?
Same.
We see this. It's Chudan,
One.
Sotouke movement.
2, 3.
In fact, this is very basic movement in many martial arts, right? Aikido and other arts. Too,
Yeah.
absolutely.
これね。
Yeah.
これ、基礎値。
Yeah.
基礎値。
Yeah.
パンチ。これ。1。Same way. Punch. 中段。これ。Same way. Same way. Very interesting. Inside karate.
Absolutely.
Many techniques. Open your mind.
So in our context, Matsashiri, we'd see these kind of movements in Naihanchi. Yeah, for example.
The basic same. The connection is a key.
Okay. We can take a short break. Just towel down, have a drink. We'll come back. If you've got any questions on what you've seen so far, we'll pick them up when we come back. So just a 1 minute break, okay? Okay, so just to recap, we looked at 3 common attacks so far. Punch to the face, grabbed in the lapel with a punch, grabbed on the arm with a punch. So we looked at being grabbed on the same side and being grabbed, cross grab, and various solutions for that. Okay, the 4th common attack, being grabbed and receiving a headbutt. This has happened to me in a bar fight, and I took it squarely in the middle of the face. I can tell you, you don't want that to happen. Yeah, you don't look great the next day. Yeah, this kind of attack happens a lot, and yeah, and it's fast. The time between this and the headbutt is very, very quick. People don't hang around thinking about what they're going to do with you. They bang you straight in, right? So as soon as someone comes in and gets close, you need to have your hands in front. Yeah, you need to have those hands in front. Okay, because in there they're already committed to doing that headbutt. Yeah, they're probably already on the way. So that's their attack. They're unlikely to stop that and do another attack or do something different. Yeah, they're committed to that. It's an all or nothing, right? So as soon as they come in and they grab, yeah, you want both those hands up. Right? Yeah. This is where the dirty karate comes in. Yeah, your hands are in their face, fingers in the eyes,
and push. Yeah.
Yeah, your hands are here, right? Boom, fingers in the eyes, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put them up here. Yeah, push in and back.
Yeah.
Right. Right. They were going to headbutt you in the face. It's a pretty serious injury. So sorry, but they're going to get hurt back. Yeah. Okay. When the hands come up, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crucial point.
Yeah.
Crucial point. Crucial point.
You don't have to be super accurate, but if your hand hits like this, you hit various points around the face. Yeah. Yeah. In traditional karate, there's a hand position called boshiken.
Yeah.
Yeah, which looks like this. You can see the thumb protrudes above the palm. If you do boshiken when you hit, you get the eye at the same time. Right? If you have that, this is why we have these shapes in our karate and other things. Yeah. Right. But for training purposes, yeah, you don't want to blind your partner straight away. Yeah. But the hand's going to be positioned on the face, and then you're going to push through, back, and down.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The neck is strong this way.
This connection.
But it's not so strong when you twist and take it back this way. Yeah. Right? So you push in and then twist and take down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to hurt my friend here, but
for disconnect the balance. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The grab comes in, the headbutt comes in. Yeah. I'm going to roll and go down. Yeah. Really simple and straightforward.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. One, roll and take down. Yeah. As soon as we said before, as soon as you feel someone grabbing you, you're going to respond and do something. This is even more so. As soon as someone's hands come up, boom. Yeah. Now, if they didn't intend to headbutt you, okay, then
stay.
Sorry, my mistake.
Okay.
You know, nobody got hurt. It's okay, right?
Come on, one more time.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if they're steaming in for their headbutt, boom. Yeah. I would say, don't bother to try to attack these arms or to attack the body. Yeah. Eyes. Yeah. In the face. Attack the face, and really work through that. Right. That's the most. The easiest place to attack, when you're countering. So, the training response, how would we train that, is as soon as they grab, just put the hands up on the head, Hands up on the head and pushing forward. Yeah. As soon as you get around, hands up on the head and pushing forward. Yeah.
Training many times this.
Yeah.
For created the sensitive and sensibility.
Yeah. And that sensitivity and that building response.
Body, yeah. And for first time when people attack, a shock. Yeah. Okay. Second, no, a little bit.
Yeah.
3 more. Okay. I'm control the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. I am joy. Oh wow. Hey man. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The first time a shock. Yeah. Is the same kiss. Kiss the first kiss. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Punch is same. Yeah. Yeah. Punch. Oh my God. Yeah. Second. Okay. Oh, different. Oh. 3 more. 10. Oh, I love. One more. Okay. It's same. It's training is the secret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Training is the secret. 1 time.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. Your body remember.
Yes.
Your body remember. Your mind forgot. So you touch. Okay. Your body is proprioceptive sensibility.
Yes.
Okay.
Sense of feeling.
Yes, feeling. Yeah.
Cool.
This is very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feeling. Touch. Yeah.
We feel that, we get that response. Yeah. Feel and get that response. Feel and get that response. Yeah. Again, not fighting the arms. Their arms are already pretty strong, right? If the reason they've grabbed you is because they have confidence in the strength of their arms. Yeah. Right. So we're not going to try and fight against that. So build this response. Build this response. Yeah. Build this response.
This is another stupid attack. 2 hand.
Absolutely.
It's a 2 hand.
Absolutely. This person, it's a stupid attack, right? But they're absolutely committed to this. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Not is a punch.
Yeah.
It's a grab.
Yeah.
You have 2 opportunity and 4 opportunity.
Yeah.
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 You move. Not is not block.
Yeah.
It's move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. So, what's your go-to? What's your you like for that one?
Yeah, this way. It's block this one. And this. And whoop.
Nice. Yeah. One more time.
Yeah. It's
take them right out.
Yeah.
Pile driver.
Yeah.
So, one more time. Okay.
1. Control. So, control. Yep. Yeah. Finish. Yeah. It's easy. It's
absolutely.
This way and this way. Control. Lock. Finish.
So dropping circular movements, very powerful. Yeah.
Control. No move. Your hand. No.
Nice extra cusho point.
Yeah, cusho point. Doko. Yeah. 1. Finish. Another way is like hits knee. Nice. Many ways.
Nice.
Many ways.
Yeah. Nice. Very cool. Very simplest thing you can do. So this is pretty simple, right? But let's say you couldn't even get your hands up. Yeah, the very simplest thing you can do when you're being grabbed, is just use body rotation. So just body rotation. So the same thing principle for what Filippo sensei was doing,
Yeah,
right?
same.
Let's say you don't have any technique, or whatever. Body rotation. Even if they're holding on to you real tight, like we're wearing t-shirts, yeah? So obviously this is clothing which would rip off very, very quickly and easily, yeah? But let's say it's stronger clothing. It's not going to rip, yeah? Mm-hmm. Your body rotation, yeah, will compress and bring his arms against each other, yeah? Keep rotating, you should be able to escape.
Huracan, boom,
Yeah?
finish.
So, if nothing else, against that coming through, and remember you're trying to headbutt me, just try and get out of the way. Right? Rotate.
Yeah.
Rotate.
Because
Left or right, doesn't matter, right? Just rotate out of the way.
Sometimes it's in a movement.
Yeah. Hmm? This is probably the simplest thing that you can do. Now, the drawback with that is he's still on his feet, he's not hurt, he still has everything
It's the same this
to
way.
work with, yeah?
It's the same this. Grab. Yeah, this way. Hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Return.
Yeah. So that rotational movement is useful. In this case, he tries to headbutt, I come through. Really now I've got a choice to either run away or counterattack him. But that's probably the simplest movement, but it doesn't give you a, you're not going to be taking him down with that one, right? You're not going to be taking him out, not being able to stop him counterattacking again. You're just giving yourself a little space and time, just briefly, to be able to get away from the initial headbutt.
Return. Tension.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, next attack. Kick to the groin, low kick. Yeah. This actually is, I don't think it's such a common attack, but because generally when people attack you, they don't attack with a kick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually, almost always, it's the hands. But we'll work this one anyway, because sometimes what's going to happen maybe is maybe someone is actually more engaged with you here, and then the knees start coming in, right? Yeah. So, but the kick to the groin. Yeah. Say the kick to the groin comes in, I'm going to sweep past it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very simplest movement. Yeah. Just sweep past. Okay. Risk with this is that kick is followed by that punch.
Punch. Yes.
Right. So when we sweep, we have to be aware of avoiding that punch as well. Right. 1, 2. Yeah. So the kick's coming in here. Yep. Yep. Kick's coming in here, right? Use a fist, yeah? If you use a fist, yeah, you're going to avoid breaking your fingers as well. Right? So, kick coming in, sweep, and going past now. Okay? So say I want to sweep and I want to take him down, okay? Here, and again, moving in behind, yeah, for the takedown. Pulling in, breaking from the chin, from the eyes. All right, one more time. Here, and either arm reaching in for the takedown. There is another strategy. But this is one that requires a little more training. And that's simply not allowing enough space for the kick to get in. Yeah. So in our karate, we have quite a lot of building stance control, working stances, right? Particularly in Goju, for example, we have Sanshin Dachi.
Yep.
Yeah, Sanshin Dachi, which brings in the legs together. We actually have, in our Matsubashi, again, the thighs are held close in together. So when we're doing, for example, even Neko Ashidachi, yeah, we can close this space quickly and easily. So this is actually very effective against the kick. Yeah, if the kick comes in, right, we can just close. We can close, close the space. Yeah, close, yeah, close, close, yeah. So from this profile, I'm just closing. I'm closing that space through rotation, right? Right, just closing. You don't need to shut down like this. You don't need to do that much. You just close by changing the angle. Right? So what's the advantage of this is that I can keep my hands up high, right? So when that kick's coming in, close against that and work with my hands, yeah, against his hand, yeah. So from this perspective, yeah, the kick's coming in here. I'm just going to turn so that the kick, yeah, is not going to come up through here. Okay. You find yourself on the inside, yeah. So before, when the kick came, yeah, we did a sweep to the outside and got onto the outside, yeah. You find yourself on the inside, yeah, having done the same kind of sweep, right? You push through, yeah, take the base, okay. So again, here, yeah, and take the base, okay. When you're working to the inside, you'll be careful about where his hands are, yeah. If I just, he's kicking and punching, if I'm just here, yeah, I leave myself open to his punching.
Punch.
Yeah? So, on the inside here, cover here, and then go through for the takedown. Yeah. Inside cover, and then go through for the takedown. Yep. So I like, when it comes to kicking, generally, I don't want to be going down into deep stances. Like this kind of use, this sort of gate amburai type position, really no good for really defending against kicking, okay? We're here in a dojo, we both have bare feet. It's actually not that much of a realistic situation. When I used to work on the door, I used to wear steel toe cap boots. Of course. Big leather steel boots. Of course. Yeah, I wanted, if I had to kick, I wanted it to work as effectively as possible. So you don't know what someone's going to be wearing, right? Stopping a kick is very, very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah.
Very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
So personally, I always prefer a softer approach.
You have experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have experience. No block, please. Yeah. No. So very dangerous. Very dangerous.
A softer approach, which is angling around the outside a bit. Yeah. Or angling on the inside of it. Yeah. Angling on the outside or angling on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then looking for the takedown or looking for the escape. Not many people kick.
Not many people
in my experience.
Kick. Yeah.
However,
maybe 2 times.
Yeah.
I have experience in 2 times. Yeah. But you go.
My first karate sensei, back in my hometown in England, was a real fighter. He liked to fight. He was a nice guy, but he liked to fight. And he used to, that was actually where I worked on the door first. And I was 18 years old, working, club security, bar security. He was my karate sensei and he was my boss for the security. He was a good karateka, very good fighter. His Mawashigiri, very good. And I saw him knock down several people on the street with Mawashigiri. Yeah. So, and the reason why it worked is because they didn't know it was coming. It was a good kick too. It was a good kick. He was a very good kicker, but they had no idea he was going to kick them.
Only in movie.
Yeah. They were squaring up, and they thought they were getting into a punch up, right? And
Mawashigiri,
bang, right?
So,
boom. Surprise value plus a good kick.
Yeah.
Bang. Finished. Yeah. So, I'm not saying that you should use Mawashigiri if you can in your self-defense. I actually say maybe no, because it's very high risk.
Yeah.
However, you might meet somebody who does use kicks, right? So that's why we need to have that possible awareness.
Mawashigiri.
Right? Boom. Yeah. If you have some awareness against Mawashigiri, then you've got a good response. This is a very high risk attack for me. I'm on one leg, off balance, etc. Yeah. So bang. Yeah, exactly. So kicking is a high risk game. That's why you'll see in our traditional karate schools, Ojiru, Matsubashi Shorin-ryu,
I kick
There's almost no high kicking.
No, use. Yeah.
We don't really use it, right? Because too risky.
Down is okay. Here is okay.
Very effective kicks from here down.
Here.
Yeah, from here down. Very effective.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but getting back to, okay, so you're protecting yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the groin kick. What would you do? Oh, yeah. Counter kick.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I have experience.
Right.
Yeah. I have experience.
Yeah.
Don't have experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, the
Don't
same.
block. No block. With you don't have experience. No block.
Yeah.
No. Gedam barai. Dame. No?
Yeah.
No.
Very risky.
No. No.
Very
no.
risky.
No. No. No.
Very, very dangerous. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Is one way. Pull. Look the arms. Okay. Put it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. One. No move. I no move.
Yeah.
No move. Arms. He's here. Here. Control.
Yeah.
And kuzushi.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Surprise.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a pull.
Yeah.
It's a shock. It's a shock.
Yeah. I'm off balance.
Yeah.
I thought I was in charge. I was kicking. Now I'm in trouble. Yeah.
There's no distance. Yeah.
That's a
Control.
nice technique.
Yeah.
Requires quite a bit of training.
Yeah. It's nami.
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Yeah. Right.
Nami.
So like a wave.
One,
Like a
two.
wave movement. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how this wave movement comes out in our karate.
Important. One kick. 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 One more. One more. One more. Okay. This is no good.
All right.
Many kick.
Yeah.
This one. Finish.
Yeah.
But you don't have experience, go away.
Yeah. So again, think about simple solutions and then building on those solutions over time as your skills get better, right? Yeah. Okay.
But don't block.
So we said earlier, maybe it's not a kick to the groin, maybe it's a knee to the groin. When would a knee to a groin happen? Usually when you're already tied up and they start driving the knees through, yeah? Okay. Principle same for me. When the knees come through, yeah, I'm going to sweep to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, same principle. I want to sweep to the side. And look to use that to take their balance. Here. Yeah, use that to sweep and take their balance.
Yeah.
Same principle. I'm here and I'm grappling. Yeah. In our kata, we sometimes see movements like this. Yeah, like this kind of movement. You see that in our Rohai kata, for example. So there, yeah, the combination is that I sweep one way, knee comes in, yeah, I sweep one way, take the head the other way. Yeah, so this, here, this. Yeah, basically, yeah. Here,
Same.
this comes in, sweep, and come through. Yeah.
Muay Thai use this one.
Yeah, boom. Yeah. So it's a bigger entry and a bigger knee.
Yeah.
But the same principle, right? Comes through, drives in, and sweep past.
Right.
Yeah. Try and take that balance. So we're going to combine that with then follow-up techniques, obviously. But the principle for the knee, yeah, is to move it off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. And once we're down there, to be honest, attacking the groin as well, right? So once we're in this range, yeah, we've gone past here, then coming in, yeah, looking to attack the groin. When we're there as well, why not? Again, if it breaks their focus, the focus has been up here, right? The focus up here, and then they drive the knee in, yeah? As long as I don't get hit and I can take the, take the focus away, more chance for me to escape.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm in range anyway, so why not? Because if I stand here and I go like this, his natural response, right?
Yes.
The human body is very protective of this here, right? Very protective of this here, yeah? When you go for that, you get the protection, yeah? So you, not saying you won't get it, because some people you can get it again through surprise value. Just bang. It's like it wasn't what they were expecting at all.
Natural reaction.
Yeah. Men in particular, this is very interesting actually, right? Men in particular, will, they're quite happy, well not happy, but start doing this and they're like, okay, it's a fist fight. Go in and grab the groin, the shock value, as well as the pain, is quite significant because you just broke the rules, right? There are rules, kind of the rules between men, right? That you don't grab. It's kind of an unwritten rule for a lot of guys, especially when you're in the sort of the monkey dance kind of like status, achieving who's going to be the superior person out of this encounter, right? The grab for the groin is not usually what men expect. Same side, if you're female defending against a male, absolutely, this will be a primary target, absolutely primary target, along with the eyes, as we said earlier, so the eyes and the groin.
And neck.
Well, this remains largely unprotected. It's difficult to protect the eyes, right? You have a very strong neck, So I would say, particularly when, and usually this is the case, not always, but usually female defending against a male, the female usually is smaller and not as strong, right? That's usually why the men are attacking women in the first place, So, you're going to attack eyes and groin. Really, honestly, without restraint, right? Because those are the two things, the two advantages that you need to take advantage of. Okay. So, okay, great. So what happens if you end up on the ground? Either they've thrown you on the ground, or you've fallen on the ground, or whatever. Typically, we'll move back here so you can see what's happening. We'll work this way. If you end up on the ground, then usually they'll be looking to kick you in the head or kick you in the body. So usually the kicks will be coming into the head or coming into the body. So first, don't turn your back to them. That's a really bad idea.
Very bad.
Very bad idea. This is effectively you giving up and in the fetal position. So if you do this, you're just going to
many vital point here.
You just have to try and hope that they'll get tired. Not a great strategy.
No protection.
Sorry. So, also here, if I lie down on my back, I can only protect one side at a time. Sorry, if you find yourself in a situation where there's one person here and another person here, then the best that you're going to be able to do is to try to roll against one and be ready for the next. Try to be rolling and ready for the next. Okay, so let's angle a little bit. If you come over here, Filippo. What am I using then? So I'm going to be using my arms to cushion. I'm using the whole of my forearm, with my fingers closed to cushion. And I'm using this like I would use it if I was break falling, right? Like this. When you're doing a judo break fall, you maximize the surface area, right? And it's kind of like an airbag cushion, right? That kind of feel and timing. So
impact in big area.
So I'm not just waiting and just receiving, I'm going out and cushioning against the kicking, Okay? I don't know whether it's going to be my head or my body, so I'm going to try and cover, trying to cover this area, this area. Okay, now, good. Now I can't stay here for a long time. I don't want to stay here, right? This is a bad idea.
Give up.
I need to get up quickly. Okay, so So the kick's coming in here. I'm going to catch and roll forward, right? And try to get up out of that. Okay, so one more time. Kick's coming in.
Wow.
Here, look, I did my pad, and then I hook heel and push against the knee. Here's the knee level here, yeah? And push against the side of the knee, right? To break his stance, break his stabilization. So one more time, yeah? Kick is coming in, okay? Pad, hook, and push, okay? And then I'm up on my feet as fast as I can. I used to teach the roll as well. Let's take a look at the roll. The roll's okay, but there's a possible problem with it. So let's take a look at it. I've ended up on the floor. The kick's come in, yeah. I've gone it here, roll, and then I roll over and look to counterattack.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of looks like fun, but the problem here is that if you end up getting stuck down here, you're in trouble. So while I might still beat this guy, all his friends right now can continue to attack me. Yeah. So now I'm not thinking that the roll is such a good idea because I don't want to get tangled up with him. Yeah.
You don't have time. Give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into.
You don't stay.
Obviously, you know, groundwork, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, etc. has made grappling on the ground very, very popular. That's not a bad thing, except that from a self-defense perspective, you do not want to stay on the ground a second longer than is necessary. The other thing to understand is that when you're grappling on the ground, if they happen to have a weapon on them, yeah, you have much less ability to see that and deal with it in general. Okay, so usually when you're on the ground, they will attempt to kick you in the head or kick you in the body. Those are the two primary targets. However, if you manage to get legs to them, if you manage to get legs near them, you can use a similar technique but with your legs. Okay, so
sometimes you don't have a closer. Yeah. Comfortable for combat on the ground.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I have a jacket, I have a pants.
Oh yeah.
So it's difficult fighting on the ground or defense.
Exactly. If you're rolling around on gravel or concrete or whatever, it's horrible.
Not every. Yeah.
So this time the kick is going to come in a little lower. It's going to come in this area here, and I'm going to look to catch and push this way. Yeah. So one more time. You guys can come right here so you see a little more. This kick comes a little lower here, so I catch here, hook, and then kick through, knee there, and again get up and get out. Yeah. Let's look at that one more time. I'm still doing my basic defensive posture, yeah? Basic defensive posture with my knee up here and my hands up here. But his kick has come a little lower. Yeah, so his kick has come, maybe he's going to kick from my groin. Yeah, I'm going to cover this, hook underneath with my lower foot here, and push through his knee with my upper foot. Yeah, push through the knee there, and enables me to get out. Okay?
Yep.
So this way we have a solution against the kick that's coming in from here to here, and the kick that's coming in from here to somewhere down here. Yeah. So, Filippo, what's your go-to technique for
on the ground?
Kicking on the ground?
Well, it's the same.
Same?
Yeah, it's same. Yeah.
To be honest,
it's
I've seen
not too much
yeah.
Technique in underground. Yeah.
I've seen this same technique in many different schools, which goes to show that it's probably one of the best go-to techniques. Yeah. covering, trapping the leg and the ankle and the knee, and getting back up on your feet.
Important when you go.
Excuse me.
Huh? You don't use your arms for give up, but when you always in protection. Yeah, in the front and in the back. Yeah. In the front. Protection. Yeah. Here. protection, protection, protection. Not this way. Many people use hand this way, no good. Yeah. Pump. Finish. Diet. It's important. This way. No good this way. Okay.
Try and go that way.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Another good point for defense.
It's a very good point. This is actually a fundamental that I try and teach to adults and juniors here is when they're doing their ukemi practice. Ukemi is falling practice in Japanese, ukemi. Then always coming up in a stance. Never coming up, as you say, with no protection here. Right? It's a bad, dangerous habit. So even if you're rolling backwards, when you're rolling backwards, you're rolling and coming up in the stance, forwards, backwards, whatever way, always rolling and coming up in the stance. So another scenario on the ground can be where, again, you've been thrown to the ground or fallen, and then you're being pinned. They're sat on you, So you guys can see that, Okay, they've ended up on top of you. Clearly, this is a bad place to be, a bad situation. Okay, some of the simplest things I've seen have been, so right now, Filippo has his weight forward because he's in punching position, right? Has his weight forward, With his weight forward, then I want to just try to buck him up off me and get underneath, So, ideally, as he comes in, right, I'm going to buck him up, over, and go underneath. Do the other way. Right, as he's here, I'm going to try and buck him up over and go out the other way. Get back on my feet, right, obviously. You might need to do a little extra if they've already kind of bedded down and sat on you. So now he's come in, and he's got himself a nice base. He's down, okay. He's sat a little lower on me, right? Right, if I just buck from here, it's going to be harder to do, right? He sat a little lower on me, So, still use the same principle though, okay? Covering with your hands, I'm going to sit up, and then buck. And I can slide out, So that seesaw. Seesaw, here, sit up, and then come up and buck. Right. And come out.
Fall.
This is to try and get out of that situation and back on your feet as fast as possible. Of course, there are other solutions where you would look to get them into a headlock, into a triangle lock, for example, using your legs, and maybe choke them out there, and that absolutely could work too. But you're going to be there on the ground longer. So I would say, first thing to do is try to get out of that position. If you can't, if they are too grounded, too heavy, too big to get out of that position, then you can go to attempting to get that arm lock or the head lock and that triangle choke. What do you think, Filippo?
Same. Yes, same way. Same way.
From a karate perspective, usually in a karate system, you won't get taught a lot of progressive techniques on the ground, because the general approach is try and get back on your feet as fast as possible. Things to think about though, when you're in that position is, again, there's no rules there. So again,
another position.
His eyes are probably going to be exposed, right? So you can attack his eyes. If he's bringing his hands down to you, you can try to attack his fingers, and work against his fingers, for example. So if you're in this position,
same.
Okay, so first thing I do is just go for the eyes, yeah? If he guards against that, that's fine. So that's going to take him off balance, yeah, and then I can go for the buck again, yeah?
Yeah.
I got hold of a hand. Yeah, try and utilize and rip those fingers.
One finger, no, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah.
Only one. Easy. It's easy.
So guard myself and roll.
Easy. Yeah.
Here. Yeah. Come over. Hold
Easy.
one.
Yeah. And broken. Yeah.
Of course, it's you know, it's going to hurt him a lot. But frankly, you couldn't be in a worse position. He's already, you know, prepared to smash you to pieces anyway, right? So why not just start ripping and breaking stuff, right? Yeah. Ripping and breaking here. Yeah. Go for the eyes again, right? Go for the groin again. Yeah. Right. Bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use.
Yeah. And try and buck him off. The whole objective here is to get him off of you, right? You don't need to make him unconscious. I don't need to do a KO here. I just need to get out, right? Yeah, I just need to get out. So I'm going to do what I can to get out. Yeah, to rip. Yeah, bite. Yeah, just to get out. Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, if he's in this position already, he's already committed to doing me serious damage. You know, if it's a man or woman, you know, rape or whatever else. Right? Yeah. So,
same disposition.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Use the legs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll over.
Away.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's important. Focus. Focus. Mind is important.
Yeah.
You control your mind. You have many ways.
Yeah. Controlling the balance there, trying to break their balance, is the basis. Now, in order to do that, sometimes you need to break their posture through counter-attacking. Yeah. An ideal scenario is that, as we said back there, is as they go to straddle you, you buck them off before they get settled down into that position and start doing the ground and pound.
Yeah, right? When you're training for first time or second time, you listen to this technique. You grab in the leg. Okay. Go. No movement. Okay. Only listen your body and listen the body of your enemy. Okay. Stay. Control. Focus. 8 seconds, not too much. 8 seconds. Okay, but for okay, one way this way, one way this way, another way, another way, another way. Oh, yeah. Listen, this is very important. Yeah.
This goes back to what we were talking about, mental preparation.
Yeah, the mental preparation. Yeah.
You're visualizing.
It's very important. Yeah.
But also visualizing being in that situation, being in that situation of being attacked and working through what you would do with it. Absolutely. So one of the most difficult things to deal with, and this comes to our 9 and 10 attacks of tonight, is dealing with knives and blades, right? This is just a training blade. There's no sharpness or edge to it.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
Yeah, the point being, if someone's near you with a blade, you should probably leave as best you can. So let's just assume that everything we talk about now, from now on with a knife, is only a postscript to you having the option to run away and get away. Whatever reason, you don't have that option, and then you have to do something else to deal with the blade, yeah? So Filippo Sensei made a very good point earlier on, which is there's even a big difference between a training blade and a real blade.
Yeah.
Right? If I was stood here now with a real sharp blade,
your mind change.
Right? His nervous system, his mind would be at a higher level. Yeah. Naturally. So if you're facing somebody, if you see the blade for a start, which you know, is kind of not the worst situation. The worst situation is where you didn't even see the blade and boom, it's just there, yeah?
Bye-bye.
Honestly, there's not that much you can do about that, if we're going to be honest about it. But if you see the blade, then one of the things is not to be too fixated on the blade, yeah? So
sometime in the many cities use this technique here, occulting here. Oh, excuse me, where is this, the central station? Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Yeah. It's one situation. It's bad situation. Okay, come on. Okay, give me your money, please. Okay, okay. No, stay distance. Stay. No, okay. I don't know. I'm here. I am for travel. No. Okay, stay distance, please.
Right.
Stay. Yeah. No move. Is that no friendship? I don't know.
If they just want your wallet, give your wallet.
Yeah.
It sucks, but being stabbed in the stomach sucks a lot worse, right? So if you got to that situation where, they're already basically, they've got the weapon on you and they just want your money, wallet, just give them your money, give them your wallet. This comes back to the what we talked about in terms of thinking ahead. If you're thinking ahead, maybe one of the things you've considered is, okay, I'm going to an area which I know is maybe a little bit dangerous, but I really want to go there for some reason. Okay, and you have, your second wallet prepared.
Yeah.
Right? Either you have one wallet and you're only taking a minimum of what you need. Small amount of cash, no cards that you need. Yeah. And you take that out for you for the day. Or you have two wallets. Yeah. And the one is the one that, again, you can afford to lose. Yeah. And you give that to them. Again, this is thinking ahead. If you've already thought ahead and gone through the scenario in your mind, okay, he's going to ask me for the wallet, and I'm going to give him the wallet, then
sometimes people died for one cigarette.
Yeah.
For one cigarette, please, one cigarette. No, I don't. No, have. Yeah. For one cigarette.
So yeah. Exactly.
The world is crazy.
Exactly right. So if you're in that scenario where this person doesn't actually want to murder you, what they want is to rob you, then go along with the robbery. Basically, try to minimize that, as we said, through thinking ahead. But let's progress past that. Okay, so it's not a robbery; it's an assault. They want to hurt you. So first thing to say is, if you can't see the knife, it's very hard to defend against it, right? Filippo stood here, and I can't see a knife. Maybe, as he said earlier on, I can go, okay, look, let's keep a safe distance. Keep a safe distance, yeah? Even if he didn't show me the knife, but we're in a public place, yeah? So even before I don't see the knife, but he's kind of getting a little close to me. If we're in a public place, I can say, he's got a knife! He's got a knife! He's attacking me, he's got a knife! Yeah? He's got a knife! Police! Right? If he doesn't have a knife, oh, that's no problem. Okay, nobody's hurt.
No.
You apologize.
I don't
I'm sorry, my mistake.
I don't have.
But that should be one of the first things you do, is look to utilize your surroundings and your situation. Yeah? Someone is closing on you, not giving you your space. They're not responding to your, there's a body language, right? When someone gets there's a body language, it's like, let's keep a space. They intrude again into your space. This is the point at which you raise the alarm. Yeah? And you shout and you scream. Yeah?
The safety distance is important. Yeah. 3 meters and more. No, 1 meter, no. 1 meter. Boom. Finish. Right. 2 meters, no. Exactly. 3, 4, 5 meters, okay. Exactly. No, stay, please.
Exactly. Okay.
I have a jacket. Yeah. Protection.
You may be carrying an item. You may have a piece of clothing over your arm. You may have a bag in your hand.
Yeah. The bag is
you may be carrying a backpack.
You have one magazine? Nice.
Yeah. So, put that one down for now. Move to the if you have a coat or a bag, okay?
Or magazine.
Use it now.
Yeah.
Coat or a bag, then you have the opportunity, you can use that, to defend, okay? So if you have a feeling that someone's got a blade coming at you, then bring whatever you've got in front of you, to guard and protect against that, right? To try and get around that, yeah? Might be your bag, okay? If it's your bag, you bring it in front of you. Yeah, bring your bag in front of you. Yeah, in front of your major organs, bag in front, right? We're not inviting them in and then trying to catch it. Yeah, that's a bad idea,
Very
Keep
bad.
it in front, and try to use this to make space, to get away, right? To get away, right? Keep that object between you and the knife. Right?
You don't have this one? You have shoes? Okay, you have shoes. Use the shoes. Shoes.
Yep.
Hmm?
Yep. Yeah. Stabbing. Slashing.
But not this. No. Okay? The shoes is a one possibility. You okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Bam.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Protection.
The other item which you can use is a belt. I'm not wearing a belt right now. But I will tell you, my grandfather told me how in the Second World War they would teach the British Army, this is the infantry, but teach them to use their belts.
Wow.
The army belts had a big metal buckle, right? Take the belt out and whip, smash with the buckle on the end of the belt, right? Again, use whatever item you've got against the weapon. Could be something that's just nearby you. So maybe you grab a chair. Maybe you grab something else that's nearby you and use that against, or put it essentially between you and the person with the weapon. Right? In the case of the magazine, right?
One magazine. Very interesting, this magazine. Martial arts magazine.
Martial arts magazine, twice as deadly.
Bum. Very strong. Very strong. Boom. Boom.
Will give you more range. Or here. So that's going to make me drop that, right?
Only one time. Bam. Bam.
Okay. So, just to recap, before we go to, the worst situation, which is you have nothing but your bare hands and they have a knife. Before we get to that, which is the end of the line, really, situational awareness, reading somebody who may be carrying a weapon, although you haven't seen it yet, and using your situation and everybody else around you, hopefully there are other people around, to call that out, make a noise, make a ruckus, and try and dissuade them from trying to rob you or trying to kill you or assault you. Use the items that you have on you, clothing, bags, shoes, belts, things you can grab from nearby, a magazine, an umbrella, a chair, a table. Okay. If you've got none of that, right, then you're left just to use your hands, okay? So.
The knife. Many people have a different system of use the knife. People, ethnic, is a very, very, very different use. This way, this way, this way, this way. So, this way. So, because it's very difficult defense. So training every day. You have too much possibility, but thinking is Very dangerous knife. Very dangerous.
Yeah. So, what can you do? Well, let's look at some basic movements and basic things you can try and do to mitigate the risk of someone coming at you with a knife. Okay, so.
Yep.
Okay. So when you're in front of them, you're at the biggest risk, right? They use the knife in front of them, not behind them, obviously. Yeah. So
sometimes
if you can get behind the knife, so much the better. Yeah. If there's time to get behind the knife, in this case, we're reacting to this the same way we did to a punch. Yeah. The slash and the punch is going to come in here, right? Yeah. If I can get in early here, great, then I can go for that same takedown that I did against the punch. If I'm a little late, yeah, try to get underneath, and exactly the same technique as I did for that first punch, right? I'm not so fixated on the knife right now, because I want to try and get to the back, yeah? If I catch the knife like this, the problem is, yeah,
like this.
Yeah, here's the other hand, right? So, if I fixate on the knife, or if I do this kind of thing, okay, that's not great, right? Because he's got another weapon available. Bang, 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 crash. He can do all the nasty things to me that I was going to do to him. Ripping, pulling, tearing, etc., etc. Yeah. So
it's important creation one shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very important, one shock.
So again,
it's a block duration of the enemy.
Thinking about two hands, right? Yeah. Boom. Here, this strike here. Yeah, and then the takedown. I was going underneath here. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Now I can take back. Yeah. Basically, with a slash, you're going to either get inside it and hit, right? This movement here, like this. Yeah. Even if the slash is low, yeah, same. Right. This movement here. Right. Slash is coming in. Boom. Right. And I continue through the movement. Right.
And control.
Should I disarm the knife? Okay, here's the next question. Should I try to take the knife away? And then should I try to teach him not to stab anybody else or me again? I'm going to say to you, maybe not. All right? The time it takes you, if he's dropped the knife, fine. Yeah. Leave it, get to a place of safety. Yeah? Yeah? He hasn't dropped the knife, he's holding on to it. No need to fight for him with a knife. Sorry. No need to fight. Yeah? He can finish here, and go. Right. So you don't necessarily need to win the weapon in order to be in a safer position. Yeah. The other attack you're going to get is the
front attack.
The front attack, yeah, this one, and usually it's continuous.
Yeah.
So sometimes called the sewing machine, right? The bum 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 bum. Yeah. Okay. This is where your sort of low structure, your Gedanbarai type structure, yeah. I want to make a frame, yeah, where whatever angle this came in, yeah, the frame is going to give me some protection. Right? So when he comes in, bang, 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 bang,
boom, and shock.
Yeah, maybe I get the shock and knock it away.
Open. Yeah.
Continuous.
Yep.
Yeah. Try and get behind. One, and then behind, two. Yeah. We work from angle here.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. One. Get behind and go. Yeah. Or one, two, behind, and then go for the takedown again. Right? And again, you have that choice. Do you want to wrestle for the knife or just finish and get out? Point is, get out of the range of the knife. He is very effective with a knife anywhere here.
Yeah.
Here. This is his effective place with a knife. He can draw all kinds of circles and pictures with a knife in that range, yeah?
The range.
So that's where I don't want to be.
The range.
Yeah.
The range.
Right? I want to be
behind
him, yeah? So,
range.
Yeah, so that funnel is where I don't want to be. I want to get behind that as quickly as possible. So whether he's doing this one, getting behind, yeah, or whether it's a slash, here, go down, or the slash, go under, yeah, get out of his killing zone, yeah. I think that your knife defense should always be as simple as possible, because the amount of stress and fear you face when you see a person with a knife is so much that anything complicated, I really don't think you're going to hold on to it and use it. It has to be very, very, very simple for you, right? Just block and sweep, block and sweep, block and get to a safe zone. Right?
When you want to try to change your mind in the training, training with this. Okay, it's change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already now this is more scary. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Your mind change.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
It's a different.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Different. Okay.
Yeah.
This is important. Understanding this. It's very, very important. Understand this. Because people training only with this, and when attack with a real knife, it's very problem, because the mind don't is ready. Yeah. Oh, easy? No, not easy. Not easy. With a knife, not easy. Same like with this. Same. Yeah. Your life is one. Yep.
One more thing to talk about. Okay, so we talked about talk a little bit about surfaces. So the places that the knife is going to cut and hurt you badly, it's here, anywhere on the inside of your arms, inside of your legs, groin, obviously, and into the body cavity, right? And clearly, if you get stabbed in the face, obviously, right? Outside surfaces, less so with the legs, but outside surfaces are a little safer, because your veins and arteries are generally on the inside, right? When you huddle down, your shoulders, your chin protect your neck, So in both of those examples that we looked at, you want to present the outside of your arms, not the inside of the muscle. So that if in the case that slash comes through, it's going to be bad, but it might not kill you, right? It's going to cut through, but it's not going to cut something vital. It's incredibly, it's kind of a cliche, but you are likely to get cut. Highly likely to get cut. So we want to try and minimize the surfaces that are available there, such that
the important this one. The shock. The shock is important. No shock, this continue. Continue.
Yes.
Okay? It's important creation. Shock. Shock, okay. Sometimes this way.
In Filipino martial arts, which are very good, you'll see sometimes like kind of disarming techniques, stripping out disarming techniques, right? Maybe coming underneath here, stripping out, disarming, this kind of stuff. I think it's good. I think it requires a higher level of training, right? To be able to do that. So that's why I'm not going there yet. I think the first thing you have to do is just get very basic, simple responses, and that is about having that framework, and working immediately to get behind the person, so you're out of their killing zone, as we said.
Sometimes people use the knife, don't is expert. Okay, the expert don't use too much. Okay, expert. Finish. Okay. Sometimes, give me your money. Give. Okay. This. Sometimes this.
Yeah, absolutely.
This. You. I kill you. Okay. It's a stupid attack.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a stupid attack. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a no stupid attack.
Yeah, this is more.
This is
more
no
premeditated, thought out.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Finish.
Criminality, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's very short distance.
Yeah.
Finish. You don't see. Sometimes it's quiet. Oh, where is the point? Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's knife. Yeah. Always attention. Stay. No.
Yeah.
Stay, please. Is it very important?
In a situation like that, in a situation like that, my response would be to try to catch other people's attention. To try and make a noise, to try and catch other people's attention.
Yep.
This person is trying to rob me. They don't want to murder me. Maybe they will if they had to, but they didn't want to because they go into all this planning in order to keep this quiet and not attract other people's attention, right?
Yep.
So when that kind of thing happens, if you're in a public space, I would say scream, make a lot of noise. It's a judgment call, but you know.
Question?
Okay, so just switch the mics
Question?
on. And we'll pick up any questions that you guys have got.
2 hours.
Here we go. Hello, Ananya, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Do you guys have any questions you want to ask us or any comments? Turn the mics on. Any questions, Steve?
Not a question per se. First of all, thank you so much for doing this. More just about any tips for like distancing and things like that when we're doing this, because I know a lot of what we do in karate now is sort of based on distancing you get from like kumite and pre-arranged sparring, which is less than practical, right? So how do you sort of maintain? You talked about getting distance, but sort of what are some things you would do to sort of maintain an appropriate distance?
Yes. So we talked about the safe. We talked about the safe distance. I'm just going to turn that volume down. So we talked about being at a safe distance when maybe you feel this person might be a threat to you. Maybe they're acting like they're hiding a weapon or acting like they're going to attack. So safe distance is when they're not inside your comfort zone, right? Okay. And you can use gestures, like this, right? Say, just stay out of my space. Stay out of my space.
2 meters.
2
meters.
Out of my space. Once they start to get inside your space, then this is the danger zone, right?
Very dangerous.
You're immediately in their range. Immediately in their range, right?
We are fighting.
So you don't want to stay here. You might have to transition through here, but you don't want to stay, right? So what can you do when they come into that range? You can go to look down close to close range, right? Or you go to look to get to outside, and back to a safe position. And getting to the outside is using that angular movement, right? It's using the angles to go around in and or outside and around them. So I would say once they're inside of your safe distance, then you trigger, and your trigger should be either to get in and control them, or to get in and get past, right? The longer that you remain in sparring distance, yeah, the more risk.
Yeah.
More risk.
Right, and I think I was also thinking in terms of what you were like talking about the monkey dance. You know, when the person's sort of approaching you and you're backing off. Obviously, you can't back off forever.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Sure. So, like, would you think it's advisable to sort of preemptively go, or does somebody generally come in, like, realize, okay, this person is, you know, like, are they gonna sort of lunge, or do you decide it's go time? Like, how does that happen in your opinion?
Don't exist
Good
distance
distance for like
your training.
your training and
Is a good.
is a good.
Yep. It's a very good distance.
It's a very good distance if you're home.
So far.
So far.
Yeah.
I think
In the street is.
If someone is actively trying to intimidate you, right? Is actively either trying to intimidate you, force you to, you know, agree that they're the top dog, yeah, or to intimidate you and get in range to physically hit you. If you feel that that's what's happening, then again, say the trigger is when they get into effective range, right? You know, generally the monkey dance, so to speak, happens at this range, right? It happens at this range. You're an asshole, yeah. If you come over here, I'm going to kill you. You know, all that stuff, right? It happens at this range. Once we get to this range, then it's on. Yeah. At that point, yeah, preemptively strike. Yeah, preemptively move out of the way. Right. I would say, I think in most under most, you know, I'm not a legal expert, but you know, certainly under, for example, British law, if you believe that you are at risk of imminent attack, they are in range and they are capable to be able to attack you, you are legally justified to hit them first. Yeah, it's preemptive defense, right? You're justified to do that, yeah? Particularly if you think they have a weapon, yeah? If you honestly believe that they have a weapon and they're in range and they're going to hurt you, then you can preemptively go. Now, what do you use and what do you do? Okay, well, that's going to come down to the tools that you have available to you, what you've learned. You know, you want to incapacitate them, right? Ideally do it in a way which doesn't do them permanent damage, but incapacitate them. And that's where we have, you know, we have our striking, yeah, we have our striking, yeah, we have our striking, yeah, yeah. So we're hitting down the center line, right? But in terms of distancing, as soon as and they're coming onto you, right? You've given them whatever option you have.
Yeah, that's a scenario I had in mind. Yeah.
In that space, then you should go. Because once you're in that space and you're doing nothing, then they feel they're controlling that space, right? So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's a really it's a difficult thing because the other consideration is what problems is this person having? Why are they in this state? Yeah. Why have they got to the state that they're in? And while you don't want to jeopardize your own safety, trying to figure out in your head why they're doing it, yeah. At the same time, you don't want to end up, for example, killing somebody who didn't intend to really kill you, right? You know, and so it's always a difficult judgment call. I would say it becomes clearer if they're holding a weapon. So regardless of their mental state, if they're holding a weapon, you know, you can be killed in an instant. So then, you know, you need to very effectively deal with that, knock them down, do what you need to do. But there is always that aspect of you know, that kind of judgment aspect. But I would say, as the law actually states, you are justified to preemptively attack in your own defense. Right? But you have to be convinced that they are going to imminently attack you and they have the ability to do you damage. You know, I mean, it's you know, that's common sense, right? You know, if it's someone, if it's a child and they're in range to attack, you know, but they can't really do you any damage, then you're not going to obviously, you know, do nasty things to them. You're not going to hurt them, right?
Right.
So it's common sense, right? But yeah, that's my view on that.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting late here. It's 10:10. Thank you very much.
Hey, guys.
We will share the recording with you guys afterwards. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sorry, what was your name again? You joined us. Is it the first time you joined our seminar? I can't see your name.
Me, yeah, I was here before actually. I've joined the Shinto seminar before also as well.
Oh,
Yeah, it's nice to meet you guys. Hello.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you coming from?
So I'm in university right now, the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign in Illinois.
Oh, fantastic. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you a martial arts practitioner?
I've been practicing Shotokan and karate for 6 years now, and I recently took up boxing in my university. So yeah.
Well, that's a very good, very useful skill set to add. So yeah, absolutely. Great. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you joined us, and I hope you join us again next month.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you soon.
Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Stefan.